Hello, Washington Commander Nation. How y'all doing? It is February 2nd, about 10 a.m., and we finally have a name. So first things first, let's pour one out for my Hail to the Nameless football team. Sign off. We will no longer be using that. We're taking command and we're hailing to the Washington Football Commanders going forward. Is this my favorite name? Is this my preference for the name? No, it's not. But I am a fan of the Washington franchise, the Washington Redskins football team, and now the Washington Commanders. So, Commander Rio checking in on 2/2/22 as the announcement just came out about a couple hours ago that we are now going to the Washington Commanders. And to be perfectly honest with you, I like what I seen. Starters, the uniforms look great to me. Are the white uniforms different? Is the red not as dark as it should be? Yes. I'm all for change, though. I understand a lot of people are tied to the history and traditions of the franchise. They kept burgundy and gold. The team is Washington and shit. After Mario Bowser's treat, you guys might get your wish in the stadium, go back to DC. I still hope it's in Virginia. But look, we're on the new. We're on the new beginnings. So we can now focus on more things like a franchise quarterback, a bona fide, legitimate superstar quarterback. They've been saying we've been tied to Russell Wilson and we're interested. We're going to see about all that. But right now, just embrace the new. It's not your name preference. It's not my name preference. The uniforms look good. Oh, we spent 2 years on a W. No, we spent 2 years because it's a process. And I love the way that the uniforms turned out. I've been waiting my whole life for a black uniform. Black shouldn't be a part of the uniform. First of all, the color black goes with everything, baby. Black don't crack. The color black goes with everything. I rebranded my show recently for black aesthetic because I was planning for it. And since the Making the Brand video dropped, it's been the world's worst kept secret that the name was going to be Commanders. I tried to warn you. I did throw out signs of misdirection, but there was too much smoke going towards Commanders. So it turns out that my other theory that they pretty much let us know a month in advance to try to soften the blow, to try to adapt to it. And for me, it worked because I don't think Commanders is a great name, but I've warmed up to it. Sounds fine. Makes sense for a DC team. The Commanders, the Nationals, the Capitals, the shit rolls off the tongue perfectly. Literally, the only team in the DMV whose name doesn't make sense is the Wizards at this point. Yeah, it's a hard name to shorten. Commies, Commanders, Mandy's, C's. We'll figure that part out. We can just call them Washington. We just call them the Commanders. Buccaneers, Commanders, but the same amount of syllables. You'll warm up to it. You'll definitely warm up to it if we get a franchise quarterback in the building and if we win some fucking football games, because that's what it's all about. We are a passionate fan base, and I know a lot of people are taking this shit to heart and emotion. And oh my God, the uniforms don't look traditional or classic enough. It is 2022. Burgundy and gold still exists. The home uniform is burgundy and gold. We got a black uni now with camo on the neckline and on the shoulders. I love it. I love what they're doing. It looks good. I'm not just saying, oh, Rio, you're a fan ambassador. You're going to like everything the team does. I come on this show and I shit on this team every time they fucking let me down. They didn't let me down with this. I wanted the name to be Wolves or Red Wolves. Was I going to cry about it? No. I'm not attached to a name. I am a fan of Washington. That's my squad. The owner's a dweeb. He's been a dweeb. They did good with this process. The shit looks good. The merch looks good. There's a lot better shit than the leaks that we saw yesterday. First of all, that varsity jacket that the alumni is wearing, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be available to the public. I hope so, because I fucking need one in my life. And whatever I have to do to get one, I need it. W looks fine. You know where the W looks fine, especially? On the helmet. It looks fine on the helmet. Like, come on, y'all. Like, don't sit here and act like these uniforms are not nice, man. These uniforms look good, bro. Oh, the white ones look like the Cardinals or they look like the Falcons. Listen, man, that shit looks good. To each their own. Everybody got their own style, but I think with the uniforms, they tried to give a, you know what I'm saying? They tried to give the younger crowd something, a more updated look. We've looked dated for a while to me, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I like the presentation of how everything looks, and there's more stuff to come. I like how they had all the alumni there. Got my guy Jordan Reed. I saw Brian Mitchell. I think I saw Rod Gardner. Alumni from all types of eras. Man, just embrace the new and stop your fucking complaining. Like, we can be upset that the name that we wanted wasn't the one selected. They didn't fight for Wolves or Red Wolves. Let me tell you something. It was not because of trademarking issues. They didn't want that as the name. So be it. I'm not going to sit and cry over shit that was out of my control. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we are now the Washington Commanders. And no amount of tears or belly aching is going to change that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? I like these uniforms. Let's go through them. I think Commanders is a little bit font-wise bigger than it needs to be. That jersey is clean as shit. It doesn't change that much from the jersey. Oh, what about tradition? That shit looks like a traditional Washington uniform. It just has mesh numbers, different font that has Commanders written across the chest. That shit looks clean. And I told y'all, once the players put the uniform on, the uniform was going to look much cleaner. Look at that shit. That shit is clean. The matte helmets, like the patch on the back, it didn't say that stupid People's Team shit. It has the years that we won the Super Bowl on it. Let's see the white ones. Y'all are complaining about the white. That shit is clean. And this is the cleanest helmet of the bunch. It says Commanders off the front. It's matte. The logo looks beautiful on the helmet. The numbers look different. They look a little washed. I love the sleeves. It looks different. You know why I like this jersey? Because unlike a lot of Washington gear, it looks like some shit you can just wear with anything. You can wear some nice kicks with it. It goes with a lot of things. It's not as harder to match as freaking our traditional burgundy and gold. And I love the black outlining. I love the incorporation of black in multiple uniforms. Chase Young looks fucking fantastic in this shit. This jersey is phenomenal. There's gold on the sleeve. And then we finally brought out the black. I could probably do without that Commanders right there on the chest and the W in front of the helmet. But this shit is clean. We got the DC flag on the shoulder. Commanders on the chest. And like we got the seal on the other side. The patch. I like it. Yes, this is the logo we were expecting. We got one mission on the back. Let's finally get back to winning. Let's get back to building a sustainable culture. And let's get back to doing what this team used to do before I was born. Let's get back to winning. I like the uniforms, and that is my genuine opinion. Them shits have drip. A lot of our old uniforms to me were too traditional. And I know there's like the Packers look, the Steelers look, the traditional look of the prestigious, pristine franchises that belong in the NFL. You will warm up to this name. We get Russell Wilson, Commander Russ in the building. We get a Watson. We get a Rodgers. We get somebody else in the building, a real legitimate quarterback. We spend this cap money to add to this roster. Y'all will not be complaining about the name Commanders because we did the same shit when generic-ass Washington football team was announced as the placeholder title. Just give it some time. You don't have to like it overnight. Change is not something you can just immediately accept. But give the fucking team a chance. They did work hard on this shit. And the shit looks good. There's good merch, and this is not even all the merch that we're going to see yet, and there's still some more surprises on the way. Give the team a chance. We are now the Washington Commanders. That is the name. If it bothers you that much, there are 31 other NFL franchises. The name changed 2 years ago, and inevitably, we knew a new name was coming. So let's get this new era started the right way. Let's go land us a goddamn quarterback. Let's go pick out our new venue for our state-of-the-art dome, retractable dome stadium that's coming, and let's get back to winning football games because it's something as a 30-year-old I'm not used to this team ever doing. But until next time, hell to the Washington Commanders. Hashtag take command. I'm 10 toes down for my squad always, and I'm always going to rep them. Deuces.